Hey Cynical Militia, Professor Cynical back again with another glitch video. Now in today's video guys, I'm going to show you an amazing glitch. It's an offline Nanite glitch and an item duplication glitch in one. Honestly, it's totally insane and it's so overpowered, it's ridiculous. Now I do want to thank Robert for contacting me last night over on the Professor Cynical Facebook page. He sent me a quick DM with instructions on how to do this glitch. Now, in typical Professor Cynical style and fashion, I also modified with and played about with what we did with it. You'll see what I mean later on in the video, but I've turned it from one glitch into two and it's totally OP. So before we begin, I have a quick message for you. Do you want to help maximise my glitching potential to take this channel to new, unseen heights? Do you love eating Crayola pies and washing it down with a nice cup of Australian tears? Then come join the Patreon Militia with 5 new exciting tiers such as Cynical Militia Conscription, Cynical Militia God Tier, Cynical Militia Intelligence Bureau, and so much more. All Patreons, no matter the tier, will get the name at the end of each and every video. So what are you waiting for? Come join the Professor Cynical Militia over on Patreon today. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is jump in and out of our ship, and we're going to need to obtain some tainted metal. Now for those who don't know how to get tainted metal, the first thing you want to do is come and speak to the scrap dealer over in the space station, and then you want to get an emergency broadcast receiver. Once you've got a receiver guys, nice and easy, jump in your ship, fly off into space, and then you go into your menu and activate the receiver. Now for me it's pressing E for tuning the signal. Now you want to start warping about space until you get an emergency broadcast detected message. Then you want to come out just into normal flight, and lo and behold you'll get a massive freighter pop up in front of you. Land and then start going through the front door. Now don't forget guys, you'll need to open up the main door before you can go into the actual ship itself, just by opening up the airlock there on your left hand side. It's always on the left hand side whenever you go into one of these freighters. It'll take a quick second, some animation, and then you'll be able to get into the actual structure itself. After that guys, you want to then go ahead and start looting all the boxes around the areas that you can until you get tainted metal that you just seen come up on my screen there. Now this next step guys is completely your choice. I always like to do all my glitching with full stacks. That way then it's nice and easy just to duplicate like 9,999 of any item. And that goes for tainted metal as well. If you want to go ahead and duplicate your tainted metal that you've just got from the actual ship, the abandoned ship itself, it's completely your choice to do so at this stage until you get a full stack. Or you can use fully what you've already got. It's completely up to you. But I wanted to give you the option nonetheless. It doesn't matter. But in my case here, I went ahead and just by using normal methods, I just got a couple of stacks because all this footage was taken before I discovered about the item duplication glitch. So I wanted to make sure that I was fully prepared and fully had enough tainted metal to do the next step. Alright guys, so this now is my full-on footage where the full item duplication glitch and the Nanite duplication glitch comes into play. So what we need to do now is we need to go down to a planet. I'm going to go down to my wonderful settlement here. I'm going to land and then we're going to go inside into one of my houses. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to go ahead and do is place a portable refiner. It can be anywhere, it doesn't particularly matter where. And then the next portable refiner, however, it needs to be kind of placed inside, but just out just enough in order for you to access it. So it needs to look something like that. And then we're going to do it one more time, but on the opposite side. And we need to just kind of go in just a little bit, but not too much, because again, we need to be able to access it. So you want to place it just slightly in the center there. Fantastic. So you should have something that looks like this. Fantastic. So right now, all 3 of them have just been placed, and we need to put 1 stack of tainted metal, preferably in the center one. So we're going to get 1 stack of tainted metal here. Fantastic. Now, as you can see, this thing has no fuel in it, and none of them have any fuel in it. So we're going to go ahead, and we need to now, before we put fuel in it, we need to go and click on the other 2. And look at that. Look what happens. Now, as we quickly go from one to the other, now this is literally duplicating tainted metal for all three of these things. Even though we've only used tainted metal for one of these portable refiners, it is now giving us 3 stacks of tainted metal completely for free. That's right, guys, that's instantly duplicated, and I'll show you a way to get it out. If you want to just do this as a duplication glitch, then there is a certain way you need to do it in order to get them out. But right now, this first part of the video will be just for the nanites. So, as you can see there, you put fuel in one, and then you need to go ahead and open the additional 2 back up. That will then instantaneously set the other 2 off, even though you only put fuel in one again. So I hope you're with me so far. What's happening is one of these portable refiners is technically magically giving items to the other 2, which is kind of weird, but it works nonetheless. Now, this footage was still taken during some of the testing phases, so right now I was experimenting just a little bit with different kind of placements and just with like different distances to see if that made any effect. More on that later. So the first thing you want to do is go to any one of the portable refiners and you want to take out a stack. That will then go right into your account as it should do. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to notice that how one says 2% and the other says 6%, and then do you see how it drops down there? Now, what I couldn't gather is how when I took a stack out of one, as you can see I've got 126 nanite clusters here, I couldn't understand how I went then onto this one and then it would instantly just drop the nanite clusters down to whatever the levels were of the ones that I've just taken out, if that makes sense. So there was something not right here, as the video that was sent to me showed this glitch working perfectly. So I knew it was something that I was particularly doing. So I had a bit of a play about. So guys, at this point, I've already been at this glitch now for about 4 or 5 hours trying a bunch of different things. Now, it was working to a point, but it was very sporadic and it wasn't giving me the immediate results every single time that I was looking for. So I come up to another conclusion. What if we orientate these portable refiners in a slightly different way? Would that give us a more stable outcome? Alright guys, so after a further few hours of testing, one of the biggest discoveries I've made is orientation is key. So I've messed about with some designs on how to place them and what is the best way to do it, and this is the design that you want to pick. Literally pause the video at this stage and do exactly as I'm doing right now. So what you want to do is place a normal portable refiner in any way on the floor, put it up with any item that you want to duplicate, or in this case, because we are doing an offline nanite glitch, we're going to fill it up with tainted metal. Set that off. Obviously you need to put fuel in and then make sure it's good to go and then it's set off. Next thing you want to do is do as I just did on screen there and place your second portable refiner in that certain way, so it's almost like going across itself, which is exactly what we want. So it looks a little bit janky, but don't worry guys, there is a method to this, and it all is method to the madness. The next thing you're going to do is get your third portable refiner and make sure it's facing the other way. So one's facing one way, one's facing the other way, and then put it across to the side. As you can see there, it's automatically just gone ahead and picked up the tainted metal, and it's now going again. Fantastic. So what we're going to do first of all is, as you just seen there, we've taken a full stack of nanite clusters out from one of the portable refiners on the left hand side that was moving. Now what we're going to do is stop the process, start the process, and take some nanites out, and then once you've done that, start the process again. Now you only want to go ahead and do it with one of them, and then you're gonna go for the additional 2 portable refiners. We're gonna just start taking out the nanites as and when, just at different intervals. The whole point, basically what we're trying to do here, is we're gonna try and confuse the game in giving us free nanites. And what's gonna happen eventually is you're then going to start getting, instead of just, 200 nanites or 50 nanites, you're going to get a whole stack of 1,000 plus nanites at a time. So do you see those numbers? Every time we go into these portable refiners again, so the same thing's happening again. So this is good. This is what we're looking for at this stage with this orientation. Those numbers just drop and then they go back up again. But we're just going to keep on messing about. We're going to stop the process and take the process. So do you see that there, right there on camera? Fantastic. Do you see how it just instantly jumped up to 1,000 nanites instantaneously? That is what we're doing. That is exactly what we're doing. We are literally just doing the process. We're stopping the process. We're starting the process. We're taking nanites out. We're just doing anything we can to confuse the game. And there you go. See, quickly again, it's just jumped up to 1,000 plus nanites again. It's absolutely ridiculous. So this is exactly what it is now. It's just a balancing act. It's about stopping and starting processes, trying to confuse the game as much as possible. And this is exactly what I love about this glitch, because it shouldn't work. It really shouldn't work. It's a pile of portable refiners in the middle of a room, and this shouldn't work in No Man's Sky, especially after all the updates and all the patches. However, it does, and I absolutely love it. Alright guys, so that's how you can get the unlimited nanites. You can do that as much as you want. So let's say now you want to get your duplicated items of tainted metal. First of all, you need to take any nanites out, and then you need to take the tainted metal, and do not click anything else. The only thing you need to do is pick up your portable refiner, and then you do it to the next one. So after you pick that up, you want to go ahead to the next portable refiner, take out the nanites, take out the tainted metal, and then pick it up. But as you can see, I'm actually short on space, but this one's the last portable refiner anyway. So there we go. That's now in my inventory. You can see I don't have any space. But look at that. I've actually got all these tainted metals now from literally doing nothing but just picking it back out of the portable refiners. And that's, guys, is how you duplicate it. So you line them all up in a 3. It doesn't have to be in any special orientation for the duplication part, just as long as it clones, and then you just take them out one by one and then pick up the personal refiners one by one, if that makes sense. But guys, honestly, it's absolutely amazing. So again, thank you very much to the lovely chap who sent me a video on how to do this. It is completely OP. It's a little bit finicky, but again guys, no glitch is ever straightforward and easy. But if you follow this tutorial to the letter, I'm sure you'll have a fantastic time. Alright guys, well that's everything from me here today. And as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now. Thank you every single one of you for watching today's video. Now do me a favour, smash that like button if you enjoyed it. If you are new around here, subscribe to the channel. I release videos like this all the time. If you're feeling extra generous today, you can go ahead and head over to my Patreon page. Link in the video description. Anything that gets contributed to the channel, guys, goes back into the channel. It's a massive help. So if you do decide to go down that route today, I want to say a massive thank you. Also, if you have some extra time today, don't forget, check out some more videos. I'll have some popped up here on the right hand side for your viewing pleasure. Right, anyways, I'm off to go and hunt some Australians and eat some Crayola.